in a case where you are constructing during rainy season, the water table of the ground tends to be higher.
Right.
So eventually you would have. Now we have designs where you don't even have a 3D just to appreciate whether it is possible.
Yes.
Now even before a project would start, now you should have a 3D, a three-dimensional drawing of the plan you are seeing.
Yes.
Now most often clients will prefer the line drawing,
Right.
the 2D. See now,
because of some mistakes some people did when they were building that house. Before you started your building project, you were told it was going to cost you some 150,000. But long before you know it, you have already spent 200, 250,000, and the project is nowhere near completion. Well, a lot of this happens due to some mistakes we do, particularly when it comes to budgeting for our houses. There are pricing tricks, there are mistakes that happen on the ground, on the construction site, for which reason a lot of these things continue to happen. And so we do not want you to end up, experiencing same so far as your building project is concerned. Of course, you're welcome again to another episode of the Start and Finish My Home series, powered or sponsored by BuilderRex. And if you're looking forward to build your house in Ghana, all you need to do is to just contact us and we will have that delivered for you in due time. So we're still on site at this high-rise project that's currently taking place at the airport residential area. And we still have Harrison with us. He would walk us through or talk to us about this particular issue of costs or building costs exploding. So Harrison, why is it that Mr. Mensah was given a cost of 150,000, but long before he knew it, he's now at 200,000, 250,000, but he can't even move into the house because it's not done.
All right.
Why do these things happen?
So it depends on who the client is as well, and also you can have technical errors. Now, in a case where a BOQ is submitted to you or an estimate is being given to you, does not mean that it is really accurate. There could be just some computational errors.
Okay.
An expert can commit mistakes as well.
So
probably some calculating somewhere didn't sum up well.
Okay.
So that could be the cause. And also the other would be, now we have two kinds of people when it comes to building projects.
Right.
We have the technical person and the practical person. So practical person, I mean the labor, the site supervisor, and all of these people.
Yes.
But now when we talk about the technical person, we are most often doing the brain work. Now you wouldn't want to bypass the technical person and then go see the practical person thinking, okay, he knows how to lay blocks and then that's all that there is. See, there's a whole lot of things that really goes in there. You understand? So you need a practical person and a technical person just to work hand in hand. Other than that, like you end up having an amount, let's say 900,000, and you're doing 1.5 million.
Right.
And then we could have, and then also even with the professional coming on board, we're not saying all professionals are out for the game.
That's
true. We have tools that aids in estimation. For me, we use an advanced tools to help us do accurate cost estimation. Now we have designs where you don't even have a 3D just to appreciate whether it is possible.
Yes.
Now even before a project would start, now you should have a 3D, a three-dimensional drawing of the plan you are seeing.
Yes.
Now most often clients will prefer the line drawing, the 2D. See now we are talking about AI now. There are more advanced tools. There are more advanced tools that aids in estimation, like the beam, the AI, the blue beam, the rivet. You have a whole lot of tools. So now it depends on the person doing the estimate. Do you even trust the person doing the estimate for you? Is he really up for the game as he claims to be? So then, if there is, for example, you tell somebody to go ask for price of cement in the shop. He comes back and it tells you that it is X amount, 100 cedis. And now it is time for you to start putting up the project. And you realize, now the price is about 150. Now, understanding the nitty-gritty of construction is really essential. What do I mean? It is not just about knowing the price of how much it would cost me to buy one bag of cement. Now, when you buy one bag of cement, how will you transport it to the site?
Right.
Now, transportation of cement bag from where it is to the site has a cost.
It has a cost. Yes.
Now, even people to offload and unload it
Mm-hmm.
has a cost to as well.
That's right.
You need to factor all these things. Mind you, on the project site, you need to hoard or you need to create a storage space
Right.
now to hoard or store your material.
Mm-hmm.
It also comes as a cost.
Right.
Now, all these things, all you know is the price of cement.
Right.
But you bypass the cost of transportation,
Right.
bypass the cost of storage,
Yes.
and even those who are going to offload and load it. Now you miss all these costs. Now you are meeting surprise costs, and then you are crying, "Hello, like come on."
Okay.
There are a whole lot of things. You need to understand the nitty-gritty. Like there are a whole lot of things that really go into it.
Okay.
So it's not just about knowing the price of cement, knowing the price of cement bag.
So it goes. It's more than what we know.
For sure.
Okay, so it's why when you have an expert handling it for you, then it takes care of, you know. So if you have a proper expert, I mean someone who's well experienced handling your project for you, the differences might come, but it wouldn't be as huge.
No.
You know, such that the project they said was 150, 200, and now the project is 300, 400.
And as a matter of fact,
vast. Yes.
it depends on the client.
The client.
A client who is really interested in an attractive price, whereas it is unrealistic, then we will give you anything anyhow.
Yes.
Then when it's time for us to put up the structure, then you realize the realities of what we are really putting up, and you realize the actual cost. So if you are interested in just attractive cost, just to tell you, okay, this X amount of money can do your job, whereas it really cannot do, then it's up to you.
Okay, so please, we don't do that. When we are handling your houses for you, your investment properties and all of that, we give you the actual cost. If it's going to cost you 500,000, we tell you exactly as it is. We don't cut on cost to appear attractive just so we take on the contract and then your project gets stuck. Then you get affected. Over time, it becomes more expensive for you to go back on the site. No, professionals do not act that way. So we give you exactly how much your project would cost you. Okay, Harrison. Still in relation to the client. Okay. In our previous video, we spoke about variation orders and how that could also affect, you know, the actual price of a project at the end of the day. I want you to hammer on that again because it's a concerning thing, you know.
Sure.
It's a very, very concerning thing. So I want you to hammer on that again for us.
Okay, so like I said earlier,
you
wouldn't want to think about a building project where you don't even have to think about inflation. Like you don't have to have that mindset. Now, what I mean is have the mindset that okay, price of cement today will eventually increase at the end of 3 months, 6 months, or a year. It would eventually increase. So do you expect the contractor to use his money? It wouldn't work that way. So as a client, one of the techniques I would advise is to probably, if you can do 24 hours a day, because on this project there are times where we can do 24 hours. Now you speed up the process. And then there are even times where, for example, you have a job where it would require just half day to complete it. So let's say today is Monday, right? Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and the work for Tuesday would require just half day. As a contractor, you have to be smart and then make sure you complete today's work and then do tomorrow's work today.
You see, this is we saving your money, protecting your money, so far as your project is concerned. Brilliant idea.
So that is just for, let's say I'm giving you 2 days scenario. What if you're doing about this project you're doing now is going about 3 years? That is why we are speeding up. So considering cutting off certain days, pushing them further. Now, first of all, even though the work will require half day on Tuesday, knowing that you're bringing them today, you would have to pay them half money. That is even saving you cost of labor. So already we are telling you, or we might say that okay, we are paying your labor just 2 separate days, but then we are ending up paying them 1.5 day.
Right.
We have half money stored up somewhere, saving it. We don't know what's going to happen. So if it happens, we can then take that money and sort it out.
Right. Okay. So as a client as well, we should be concerned about how much changes you can make your changes, but again, you just should be ready to cover the difference, that arises as a result of that. Harrison, I want you to, in just some few seconds, give us like a breakdown of how, not like into detail, but then for a bill for a project, give us like the themes.
Alright.
So the themes are not like the detailed one.
I get you. So now consider a beautiful lady.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, what you see is the architectural work.
Okay.
The bone in the human being probably is the structural work.
Okay.
Now, when we talk about building projects, we involve several professions to come together. Everybody has a responsibility to do. Right. So we have the architectural work, the structural work, the electrical, and then the plumbing work. Now, literally, we consider those as the veins in human body, like the electrical works and then the pipe works to be the human being. Now, these are various work sessions. So now, when the architect designs, we have the structural work. Now, the structural work starts from the foundation.
Right.
Now, when you have your foundation set, what you have now to go is the block work or your skeletal part, called the skeletal part of the building.
Right.
Now, that excludes the plastering work and all of that. So the skeletal part includes the block work, beams, columns, and your roof. When you get to do this one, you've done 2 stages now. Now you have the outer part, the skin part of the building. That is where you do the plastering work, the painting work. Then you come to the lighting, the fitting of the bulbs, and all of that. So so from foundation, the skeletal part, the plaster work, and then finishes, and then you are done. And possibly your external work, because we tend to forget all of these things as well.
Okay. So when it comes to costing, these are the 5 main themes your bill should expect to cover. Okay. So are there specific stages where cost often explode? Would you say within the 5 stages, there's this particular stage, if you're not careful, your budget is 500, but you go to 1 million?
Oh, for sure. What? So don't expect to pay the X amount of money somebody did at a good soil, a good land.
Good land.
Somebody is doing a building on a rocky area.
Right.
And you expect to pay somebody, let's say 150 cedis per day to dig the same volume as to somebody who did somewhere where the ground was very fine. There was no issue, there were no rocks, there were no pipe work. Now, mind you, even before a project will start, there should be something we call feasibility study.
Right.
Now, that seeks to explain or expose certain things that would hinder the project.
Yes.
You don't even do these things. All we know is we are happy, we are thinking of
the building design.
Exactly.
That's a
you see?
Dear client, I know you're excited about building your house. So the design is a part that we get so much excited about, which isn't bad, but we are saying that your feasibility study is very important. And Harrison is explaining that further for us.
So for sure, so like I said, the feasibility study seeks to explain or expose things that could hinder the project. Okay. So one of the things you get to realize about feasibility study is you get to understand the previous use of the land. Now, in a case where we have pipe works, electrical works running through the land, now it will cost you so much when you accidentally get to break any pipe work. Now, these are costs you never imagined, but they will definitely come. But then if you had done your feasibility study, if you had paid a professional something small, very small. Now, even the cost of you fixing the pipe, probably you are paying just 10% to the professional who could have done a feasibility study to show you that, okay, there's a pipe work here. So when you are digging for excavation, be careful on this line, this area. Just be careful, just to save you money.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. So with the feasibility study, it exposes all those things. So groundworks are really provisional. We
Okay.
cannot really tell what goes on in the soil or in the ground. Now, in the case where you are constructing during rainy season, the water table of the ground tends to be higher.
I am right.
So eventually you would have water coming out.
That's right.
However, in the BOQ, for example, the ground or the site is a fine soil, but the water table is an issue. Now you start working and you realize, okay, there is a need for dam proofing. There is a need for some water treatment just to safeguard the building project. But then in the BOK, it wasn't captured.
It wasn't captured.
But then on ground, you now begin to realize foundation was really, and honestly, it can really be tricky.
Yeah.
So you can give an estimate and then still be within budget,
right,
or explode.
Explode.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I like the point you made regarding, the different soil types.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How that determines the foundation, strip, the pad, or the raft,
sure,
and
yeah.
all of that. Okay, so
And even with the output,
okay,
now somebody might work about say 2 hours and not get tired,
right,
depending on the nature of the soil.
yes,
Where the land is so good, you might do just 30 minutes on the rocky area, but
That's
2 hours on this side will be fine with you.
yes,
But you do 30 minutes and you're tired. And then output is also a proportion to how much you're going to pay or how much you're going to spend.
that's
Because
true.
if someone is spending 2 hours to complete, let's say, 10 meter cube, and then somebody is spending about almost 5 hours,
that's right.
see, it is too much.
Yes.
Somebody spends 2 hours to do 10 meter cube, and that same person is spending about 5 hours or 6 hours to do that same meter cube. At the end of the day, you still have to pay them.
Right.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
nature of soil really has.
So the nature of the
impact.
soil is very important. Okay. What are the other hidden costs that sometimes you do not pay attention to, but then could also lead a budget exploding?
But okay, so for my practice, honestly, we honestly really consider everything,
right?
everything.
But Harrison,
Yeah,
some people will not give you everything.
everything. Okay.
We will give you everything,
for sure. Okay.
but some people won't give you everything.
Okay.
Again, just so they appear cheaper.
All right.
Just so you would give the contract to them.
Okay.
And then you get stuck
Alright.
because you don't have the funds to complete.
So, for example, like dam proofing, like this,
Okay.
protecting your foundation is really important.
Right.
Now, in the case where you are building in waterlogged area, now mind you can build anywhere, even in the ocean. People are building. So, any land, Ghana is really good, depending on the technical person you employ or you bring on board.
Right.
Now, so for example, the water treatment to your foundation is really important.
Right.
They might take it out because they might think, okay, the land is fair and it's okay, it's moderate, and you can put up your structure. When we do our cost analysis, now cost analysis basically means you are breaking down the various cost components, just to understand what is really expensive or what is really the most price materials.
Okay.
So now your cost analysis, you get to break down all the costs. Then you realize most often it is about concrete works and then finishes.
Right.
Now when you look at finishes, we're talking about the plaster work and we have the cement in there. Cement is really expensive.
Right.
Block work is really expensive. Even the block work, it is cement and then sand. So reinforcement and cement is really killing our people.
Yeah. So those are the tricky parts.
Yeah.
Okay. For that person who is looking to build their house, Mr. Mensah wants to build his house, or possibly even wants to build some apartments to rent out, sell houses to sell, do a mini gated community, a gated community, and the rest. What would you say to them?
So first off, you need a professional.
Please, you need a professional.
We
are not expensive.
So first of all, deal away with the misconception that professionals or the office people or whatsoever are expensive. Now, it will save you money.
Yes.
Now, the cost of wasting your money, that money, like you end up wasted.
Yes.
Just a percentage, let's say 10% of it is what you will need to pay a professional. Again, like I said earlier on in our first video, among all your assets, buildings, the project is one of the things that will outlast about 50 years plus.
Right.
So why would you want to do things anyhow? Among all
Do
your
it,
investments,
do it once
and for all, and you're
and
done.
for all. Right. That makes a lot of sense. You see, Harrison, I know of this client whose property we are currently managing. He's done with the project,
Okay.
but then at the property management stage, we're helping with that. And you see, we didn't build it.
All right.
That one I have to mention. We didn't build our project, but Harrison, every month, when you put together the amount of money you're getting from rental,
Okay.
and then you deduct how much money you're putting into maintenance,
Yes.
because of some mistakes some people did when they were building that house.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think about it and then you realize that, oh, how would this man really get back the money he puts into because you're spending
so much.
See, 1 month there's something in the roof somewhere. Another month someone's pipe is leaking, someone's sewage is leaking through their living room somewhere. It's like every month
there's an issue.
1 month you call a plumber, the following month you call an electrician.
So
that house, within 12 months, every aspect will pass through.
Wow.
Because you're constantly trying to solve one problem or the other. So please, using an aspect like Harrison said, isn't expensive. If you're looking to build your houses, your investment properties, commercial properties, and the rest, please get in touch with us. We would sit down with you, walk you through everything. Whatever budget we give you for your project is a full budget. Okay, we wouldn't cut on costs just to appear cheap, because we wouldn't want to dent our reputation in that regard, So if you're looking to start any project in Ghana, please get in touch with us and we would have that sorted out for you in due time.
Sorry. It's okay now. Okay.
So we are how many feet deep into the ground?
So I personally like to deal with meters. So
meters, okay.
So we do about 11.3 meters.
11.3 deep into the. Wow, lovely. Kofi, where should we start? Do you think we can do one here?
Welcome to BuilderRex, your trusted home builders in Ghana. Whether you're here or abroad, we make home building easy. Choose from our smart and customizable designs that fit your lifestyle. We deliver your finished home in just 6 months. Let's build your home the right way. Contact BuilderRex today.